Um, the title could be over. I believe that this seals Chelsea's title. But again, you can never know these things because you look at what Chelsea did to Crystal Palace. 7 points is nothing. But I've said this all season, and I still believe this, that the only team that can give Chelsea a proper title challenge, their only real viable threat, is Man City. Understand what Tottenham did. And what Tottenham did is, what Tottenham have been doing is amazing. They've easily overachieved, especially this season. But this was a crucial game for Chelsea. Crucial game because if Chelsea lost this game, or with Tottenham winning, 4 points, I mean, that's nothing. Um, but let's look at this game specifically. This was almost pretty much carbon copy of what happened in the first game. City had more of the ball. City attacked. City created more of the chances, but they didn't win the game. And you say to yourself, how is it possible that these guys did not win the game? It's about execution. The key thing is execution, but the key thing is this as well. First half, definitely City. It's hard to say they were not really the better team. It's just different styles. As in City's style, like Chelsea allowed City to do what they wanted to do because that was part of Conte's plan. It was like, yes, we know these guys move the ball very quickly. We know that they have better movements. Let's allow them to have that, but at the same time, let us keep ourselves very well defensively. And you say to yourself, how many saves did Courtois have to make? How many clear-cut chances did Man City have throughout the game? Not that many. I think that Man City actually created more chances and were far more dangerous in the first game than in this game. But for Chelsea, I thought, you see, this is the hazard I know. This is the hazard that isn't the fraud. This is the hazard that I cannot begin to say, okay, this guy could be a world-class player. Because again, he was ripping City apart. His movements, how quick he was on the ball, how quickly he turned with the ball. He was really the difference between both of those sides. And even you look at that first goal, you can call it a deflection, but this goes again to the issues we had with Guardiola. Surely you must know that Hazard is Chelsea's most dangerous attacking player. And you have to drill into your players that under no circumstance do you leave him free. Even if he's in the defensive area, under no circumstance you leave him free. How in six hells do you leave the most dangerous attacking player of your opposition free just outside the 18-yard box? It's crazy. It is crazy that, and again, this goes back to defensive instructions that you are given on the training ground, which is that stay close to him, never leave him free. Because again, if he gets physical with Hazard, he gets close to him, and you do not allow him any space. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like physicality, but there really wasn't a plan that was employed for him because for Guardiola just doesn't have, as good as Guardiola is offensively and the amazing ideas he has creatively, offensively, defensively. I'm sorry, man, the guy is lacking. So obviously, then City got the goal back, although it was fortuitously because again, Coach, I don't know what he was thinking. So again, those were two fortuitous goals. I think for the Chelsea goal, bad marking from City. For the City goal, Courtois. And you look at the Chelsea winning goal, Pedro. That was just an amazing player, and it just shows you how good and important a player Pedro has been because of his dribbling and how quickly he can turn with the ball. And again, look, it was a good save from Caballero. And what you always say for keepers, yes, it's hard to say this, but if you make a save, try and palm the ball away from goal. It's very hard. It's easier said than done, but you always say to your keepers that if you're making a save, whatever save you make, have your body motion to move the ball away. Move the ball away. Just get that ball away. But again, you never know based on how the ball is shot, but then Hazard put that ball away. But look at the second half. And this goes to issues again with Guardiola. Chelsea now knew that let's stick to this. Sit back deep. Be much more defensive. And they now said to City, now play in front of us now. Because we've now got the lead 2-1. We're getting a bit tired. We're not going to come and attack you. We're not going to soak up the pressure and we're going to counter you. And because they sat deep, Sane, De Bruyne, they didn't have the kind of spaces they had in the first half. So this goes to where you have to have a plan B and a plan C. But for Guardiola, where is your target man? Where is your Diego Costa or Ibrahimovic like striker? Because that is where you have to now get the ball wide and get crosses into the box. That's where you've got to get a midfielder to run with the ball and take shots. That's where you've got to be a lot more traditional, old school, rudimentary, and pragmatic in breaking down a team that is now defensive. Because City's tactics in the first half just were not working in the second half. So it seemed too obvious, too lackadaisical, and you could see that Silva and people were like, "Oh, what do we do now? We're not finding the kind of spaces that we're finding in the first half." But that's where's your plan B? Where's your plan C? And I didn't see an alternative route for Guardiola. So then for Conte, it was an excellent game plan. They did what they did, and I think Conte, his game plan was about winning the game. It wasn't about possession of the ball, creating as many chances, looking good, dominating the game. All he cared about was how do we win the game, and it was a perfect game plan. So yes, suffer a little bit from City having some chances, but when they had opportunities, they took them. And you just saw for Chelsea, whenever they had the ball, they were smarter. They were much more economical. They made the better choices, and there was always a direction and a personality to how they were attacking, which just goes to show how the story of Conte's season with Chelsea and just how good a coach he's been and just how excellent his coaching has been for these boys. Um, let's see how it goes. But I really feel that I'm close to calling the title now for Chelsea because I just don't think Tottenham can do it. It's amazing what Tottenham have done. Their turnaround against Swansea is amazing, and they've kept this title thing alive. And what I'm also called 7 points is still nothing. But 14 points between City and Chelsea, I'm sorry. I just view that as the Premier League title is finished. It's done. Tottenham and Liverpool don't have the pedigree or the mentality or the character the Chelsea boys do. So I just think it's a matter of time until mathematically Chelsea will become the 2016-2017 Premier League champions. But as Max,